guys. So we're learning about podcasting made easy today and all the things that I suggest that you can get to make podcasting really easy. Plus, extra bonus, how to make yourself into a content repurposing machine. How are you today? So we're about to get into it. Here we are. Welcome to the Thrive with Live show. Thank you for being with me. Let me know where you're watching from. Hi, replay viewers. Hi, live viewers. Lovely to see you. So would you are you thinking about maybe increasing your audience size, increasing the diversity of your audience, doing more in less time? There's that phrase, isn't there? Work smarter and not harder. And I really believe that podcasting can help with that. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. So let me know in the comments, have you got a podcast? Are you thinking about starting one? This is my podcast here. What I do with it, I take the live video, I edit off this beginning bit, and then edit it in a special software and put that out into Apple and Spotify and everything. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It can really honestly be easy. And I'm going to show you the few things that you need to get started, and then how to upgrade everything and really, push the boat out, not with expense necessarily, but with professionalism, how to make it more professional and better in time, but also how to get started. So I'm going to be giving that to you right now. So let me know if you're watching, where you're watching from, and I will be back with you once I welcome our podcast listeners with this little intro. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you any second.
This is the Thrive with Live show, the podcast where you can learn to go live with poise, professionalism, and peace of mind. Live video is the best free tool to win clients and grow your income and authority. So, if you want to ditch the overwhelm and confusion to skyrocket your online success through the dynamism of live video, then you are in the right place. This podcast covers all aspects, from your mindset, voice, style, and personal branding to all the technology and tools you need to get started and grow with live video. And now, here is your host, Katy Simpson.
Welcome to the Thrive with Live show today. So we're going to get into really easy ways that you can start your podcast. You can grow your influence and authority and have so much fun as well, and really grow a very deep connection with your audience. There's nothing like podcasting for creating a really intimate connection with them, for they will love listening to your whole episode. In general, it's very, very common that people listen to the whole episode when they listen to podcasts. And so you can really grow raving fans and make a big impact in your business. And who doesn't want that? I certainly do. Podcasting is great, and why not think about starting this, adding this to your business, to your workflow, it doesn't need to take a whole load of time and expense. I'm going to go through that with you today, but it's a great thing to start in 2023. So let's dive into what we're going to be talking about today. So we are going to be talking about the basics that you need to get started and tech to level up the quality then. And then how to be a content machine. A few little bonus tips for you there. Okay, so we're going to start with the basics that you need to get going with a podcast. So a lot of us, when thinking about podcasting, we can start getting a bit confused and overwhelmed in our minds and think that we'll need to be really tech savvy or have quite a lot of money to pay for somebody to edit our show. Neither of those things are true necessarily. You just need some simple things to start. You can just start with your phone. You really, really can. If overwhelm is something that tends to get hold of you and stop you from taking action, I really suggest that you grab your phone and you just record some things to yourself. With Apple, you have a free recording app called Voice Memos, and just start talking to yourself, imagining talking to your best friend, and then start thinking about some things that you absolutely love talking about in your business and you could talk about for hours and hours, and just record. And you can delete them afterwards, that's fine, but just record something. If that seems intimidating, then just phone a friend up and chat to them and record that as well. Even if it's not a great recording, it doesn't matter. You could do it in Zoom or Skype or wherever you fancy. And you will start getting some ideas of how you can start a podcast. So that's a very, very simple way of starting a podcast, by just recording something on your phone with no extra microphone or anything. Now, if you are podcasting, I would highly recommend that you use some sort of microphone. And if you've got a phone like an iPhone or something, you can just use the earbuds and the microphone attached that you get with your iPhone. If it's an older iPhone like me, you get with your actual phone, you get a wired one in, or maybe you've bought some Apple AirPods and you could get started like that. So a microphone of some sort, headphones or earphones of some sort, is going to really, really improve the sound quality a lot. They're quite good microphones. They're not fantastic, but they are quite good. And so you need something like that, and some earphones or headphones, so that you can isolate the sound and really listen to the sound. So these headphones aren't really expensive quality. They're called K240 Studio. They're not the best headphones to use. The best ones, they'll all look a little bit like this, or you can get some MEEE earphones, and you want headphones that have noise cancelling, so that basically it completely covers your ears and helps you not hear anything else in the environment. You can just hear your voice as you're speaking it through the microphone. So headphones like that are really good, and microphone is really good. Now, the microphones that I recommend are not very expensive. There is one called a Samsung Q2U microphone, which could well be in the Black Friday sale at the moment if you are listening to this just before or during Black Friday. If not, they often have offers on Amazon and other places, and they're generally in the UK up to £80, and in the US that would be, up to $95, something like that, and they can be quite a bit cheaper than that, and it's a great sounding dynamic microphone. Another one that people love is the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti is a microphone that's very versatile. It's a real iconic microphone. It's pretty well made with the casing that it comes in. It's very, very sturdy and strong. And you can set it to just listen to you or you and a guest, or you could put it in the middle of a table if you're having a meeting, and you can set it so that it listens to everyone around about. So the Blue Yeti is a good microphone. It's not the best one for podcasting, but if you set it up in the right way, it can help you make a great sound. It's a little bit more expensive, well, quite a bit more expensive than the Samsung Q2U, and there are other microphones that are similar price to it but actually better. But a lot of people love the iconic style of the Blue Yeti microphone, and they really want to go for that. So have a look and see if that is in the Black Friday sale, if you're around that time, or if there's a sale on ever. Now, I have a free guide for the things that I really recommend, my favorites for live streaming and podcasting. And you can grab that by going to beyourbestYou.live/kit guide. beyourbestYou.live/kit guide. There will be a link in the description so that you can go and grab that. So the other thing that you need to do is when you've recorded using a microphone and headphones, then you can edit your show. And there are various ways that you can edit it. And I would really recommend that you use a platform where you can edit your show and you can publish it everywhere in the same platform without having to download it from one device to another, or take up space on your computer or your phone, with the memory, and then have to find it and drag it somewhere else. That can all take time and be a bit confusing and take up storage space on your devices as well. So I would recommend that you use one of 3 platforms. These are platforms where you can do everything in the same platform. You can record, you can edit your episode, and you can upload it to Apple, Spotify, Google, all the places from the same platform. So these that I recommend are Anchor. So Anchor FM is an app on your phone, and it is also in your browser. So if you use a computer to record your show, that's fine. If you use your phone to record your show, that's fine. So Anchor is a hosting platform, a free hosting platform, and you can make a very simple thumbnail on there, put in your description and hosting and everything, and upload that into Anchor, and then it will take it immediately to Spotify, and then you can ask it to go to the other places as well. Another one, this is a paid one, it's called Podbean. Podbean is a very famous hosting platform. They are paid, so they have more functionality than Anchor, and a lot of people find them easier to use, and they have an app for your phone as well, so you can record and edit on your phone if you want, or in the browser for Podbean. And the other one, which is the one that I love and use, they've got some great functionality, customer support, great community, and it's very fun and visual, and that is Alitu, Alitu. If you've seen my show before, you will have known that I absolutely love this platform. And they don't have an app, that is just on your computer, but it's so easy to use. You don't have to upload or download anything. You can do everything in that one platform. So that is what you need: either a computer or a phone, some sort of microphone, and some sort of headphones. And if you want to know what I recommend, go and grab that kit list. BeYourBestYou.live/kit guide. Okay, so would you like to level up the quality, level up your podcast, and just make it sound better, make it be a bit more interesting and unique, and your own show that stands out from the rest? Here are some tips here. So there are two different types of microphone linking. Let's just say that. So on a Blue Yeti microphone, it has what we call a USB connection. And a USB connection is very, very simple because it can plug straight into your computer, and you can just speak into your microphone basically, and it records it. If you have like Podbean or Alitu, or to a certain extent Anchor, you can also see the level of your recording going up and down. And I can, in the software that I am going live in at the moment, I'm going live in Ecamm Live. And so I have a window on my computer screen within Ecamm Live which is showing me my microphone levels, so I can check that I am not too loud and I'm not too quiet. And that is really, really great for when you're recording. So you want something that shows you if you're too loud or not. So a USB microphone connection is really easy. But if you want to be able to scale up your sound quality, then you can get what we call an XLR, or a 3-pin connection. So on the screen for the live viewers or the replay viewers of the video that I'm producing at the moment, they can see a picture of my live stream stroke podcasting setup, because I use exactly the same thing for my podcasting and for my live stream setup. And they can see that there is a microphone in the middle, which is the one I'm speaking to you from, and it is called the Heil PR40. It is a fantastic microphone. I've got it on a boom arm across my desk, so that if I tap or touch my desk or click the keyboard keys or anything like that, it doesn't matter, because you won't hear it loudly, or you won't hear a bang through the microphone because it's suspended on a boom arm. Over the front of my microphone as well, which is, we call it an end address microphone, rather than speaking into the side of it like you do with a Blue Yeti. You speak into the end of this microphone, and over the end I've got what we can call a pop shield or a pop filter. These are really, really cheap, and it's just like a gauze. Mine is a metal gauze, but you can actually do it with a pair of tights and things like that stretched over, and it just helps to muffle the what we call the plosives, so the P's, the T's, all those sort of sounds, which can really make a loud sound, and it sounds like a pop. That's why it's called a pop filter as well. It can sound quite a sudden sound for your podcast listeners. So the Heil PR40 has this XLR 3-pin ending, and it goes into a little red box that I've got in the corner of my screen if people are looking at that, and that is called a Scarlett focus right. And I've got the solo one because it's just for me, it's just for one microphone, but you can get a double one. And with that, you've got some knobs on it and you can change the audio, you can improve the audio and do various things with it. If you really are wanting to push the boat out, there is a fantastic piece of equipment that you can have, which really levels up your sound, and it just makes a massive difference. And that is called a Rodecaster Pro. Rodecaster Pro. If you have £500 or over $500, I think it is, to spare, I would really recommend that you look into Rodecaster Pro. They are a fantastic piece of equipment. You can add sound effects and all sorts of things to them, and it really levels up your audio quality. So that is about USB or XLR microphones. Now, if you would like to record with a guest, which is really recommended for beginners, for podcasting at least, if you're nervous, because you can bounce off ideas from a guest. If you just get tongue-tied, they can talk, and you don't even have to talk either. You don't necessarily have to be somebody who submits questions to them either. You might just have more of a freestyle, which is fine. But how do you level up a guest recording? Now, there are, in Alitu, you can record with a guest for free, but using their plan, which you do have to pay for, but there is a recording option there. Lots of people use Zoom to record there, but it's not really recommended because it's not brilliant quality. Another thing that you want to do if you want to use video to go into your podcast is something like Squadcast or Riverside FM. They are a bit like Zoom, but what's great about them is that they record in their separate places. So rather than the sound quality being reduced as it comes to your computer and downloads your guest's audio, it records it in your guest's computer and sends that file to you. So you get a native recording, which is much better quality. It hasn't gone all through the internet and got a bit garbled. So Zoom isn't really recommended if you want to upgrade your to a more pro sounding podcast. What I do is I use Ecamm, and I've got the pro license for Ecamm, which is actually 40% off for their Black Friday sale at the moment. So if you'd like to know more about that, just send me a DM. So Ecamm Live is brilliant. I'm going to be talking about that just shortly. And I can interview a guest on Ecamm. I don't have to go on live video if I don't want to. I can just speak to them through Ecamm at the same time. And I get a really high quality recording of them and of me separately. And I can put those both together and edit them. And it really sounds great. So that is how you can level up your quality here. Now, how to be a content machine. It's so funny. I need to tell you a little secret here. For some of you, this is not a secret, but for some of you, it is. I do have a chronic illness, so often I am, most of the time I'm out of action. I really can't do anything. I just have to rest. And the amazing thing is that always astonishes me. Every single week, a few people say this to me, at least a few. I can't believe it. You're everywhere at the same time. How do you do it? And a lot of them don't know that actually I'm not. I just have to rest like 80% of the time. They don't realise. And it's incredible. It's because I've got this content machine, this repurposing machine going, this automated way of doing my content, which means that I can do a live video. I prepare my subject beforehand. I can schedule it into different places at the same time. So hi, if you're listening or watching on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on the 3 different Facebook places, I can go to those places all at the same time. It's called multi-streaming. And at the same time, my audio with really high quality is being downloaded onto my computer. What I do, as soon as I've finished my live stream, I get that recording, I put it straight into a program called Descript, Descript. And what I love about that program is that it transcribes all my words. I don't have to have written a word down, and it transcribes it. And I can easily see where I've done my intro that I want to take out for my podcast. I can easily see if there's a mistake or if I've had to chat with a live guest that I want to edit. I can easily edit those things out, and I can also make what we call video babies as well, short little video clips in Descript. I can make a mini audio clip. I can make what we call an audiogram, where you have like the karaoke words coming up on the screen, and I can make that into the right size for Instagram or Facebook or wherever I want to. I can cut out a quote and get that ready to make a little image in Canva or something like that. I can cut out a longer part and have my main points for a long form post for the week. So it's easy for me to create at least 10 pieces of content that go out through the week. And then some bonus tips here. I have with me this very basic tripod, and sometimes when I'm live, I will do this live. Sometimes just afterwards, I will do this. I will just get my phone and put it on top of my tripod and just hold it, have it vertical, and just do a really quick précis of my 3 or 4 points or whatever it is. And that's just downloaded on my phone. And then during the week, I use a free app called InShot and just clip one of my points and make it into a fun reel, and then add some music when I'm doing it for Instagram, or add some music when I'm doing it for Facebook in their editing. And I've got a reel, and I've got maybe 3 reels or 4 reels or maybe more than that, and I can add captions too. And that's really easy to do. And the other thing is I can just do the same thing, and it takes me like 2 minutes just in Ecamm here, doing a YouTube video, a short précis of what I talk about on my live and on my podcast, and put that into YouTube, and it is golden. There is a proper YouTube video that I could do some edits to if I want to, or I could just leave it if I want to and just put that up on YouTube with a great description. So I hope this has been really, really helpful, so that you can podcast and you can get started in 2023. So if you'd like to see my free masterclass, which is coming up, just grab the free guide to starting your podcast, and I will send you updates about when that free masterclass is coming up. So if you'd like to come to it, all you need to do is go to beyourbestYou.live, because that's what I want you to be, beyourbestYou.live / what was it? Let me have a look there. Be Your Best You / podcast quick start. Be Your Best You / podcast quick start. And you will not only get a free guide to starting a podcast right now within the next 30 minutes, but also, and for free, but also you will get some details about my free masterclass coming up. So I'd really recommend that you go and do that, and that you be your best you. So count your blessings and press record, and I'll see you next time on the Thrive with Live show. Thanks for watching. Woohoo! Bye, guys.